Hey YouTube, it's Alex Combow here from Snowbound Apothecary. Today I want to talk to you guys about something a little bit different than what I usually do. Today let's talk about color theory. Now the reason I want to talk to you guys about this is because I think it's very important for everybody who's designing graphics, whether it's just social media graphics or more advanced graphics. I think it's important for everybody to understand the way colors work and the way to choose good color schemes that are pleasing to the eye. So I want to basically go through some color basics with you guys today and make it a little bit easier for you guys to choose a palette. So I'm going to use some words that you guys don't recognize, and that's good. I want to give you guys something new to learn as far as graphic design goes. So first of all, when you're looking at this palette, the first thing that you would think is it's probably a monochrome palette, but actually it's a pure achromatic palette because it is a pure neutral color palette, meaning it's entirely black, entirely gray. There's really not much color to it. You can do this off of different types of colors as well, like tans, but this particular palette is completely black, and I kind of wanted to show it to you guys because it's an easy start. So if you actually look at the color wheel here, I made it to be completely only black and white just to reflect this palette. So that's probably about as easy as it gets. Now I'll show you the difference between the two of them. This is a monochrome palette right here, and a monochrome palette is all blue, meaning that there is no other color except for blue, and this is mainly a pastel blue color because it's a little bit of a duller blue. It's not very sharp. It's not sharp like this blue color here. So all three of the blue colors are on this palette here. So if you look at this palette, it's pretty pleasing to the eye just because it's all one color. But when it comes to choosing a color, don't try to just stay in the safety of one color because that's such an easy thing to do. So now when we move over here, we can see we have a complementary color palette. Now this is actually three different colors. It may look like two, but this orange here is actually just a little bit sharper than this orange here and a little bit lighter. So what a complementary palette is it means that one color is chosen here and it goes directly across to another color here. So yes, it's a lighter and a sharper color, but it's still in the same orange spot. So technically speaking, this is a complementary palette. And the reason it's that is because they are directly across from each other on the color wheel. So when you look at them, they're pleasing to the eye. The color wheel is kind of crafted in a way that you can pick and choose from it to get pleasing colors to the eye. Now this is a little bit more of a challenging color palette to go with. This is a triadic color palette. When you look at these colors are sharp, they're intense, they're different, and they're challenging to the eye. See, I chose a purple here, a red, and a green here. If you look at these colors, these are actually the colors of the Joker. So purple, red, and green are directly related to each other on the palette here. So they make a triangle, hence the word triadic. So the purple is here, the purple is here, the green is here, and the red is here. So boom, 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 those 3 points, they make a triangle. Now the next color palette here that I want to show you guys is Analogous. So this color palette is actually just choosing three colors that are all in the same range of colors. So we got the green, we got the yellow green, and then we got the yellow. So it's pleasing to the eye. It almost looks kind of deserty or beachy, I guess, because it's very similar to the monochrome palette up here, because the monochrome palette is all the same blue color on the palette, whereas there's not that big of a difference between the green and the yellow color. So it's another kind of safer color palette that you can choose if you're looking at a color wheel and you're not really sure what to go with. Just go with the colors all right next to each other and you can play it safe and look good. So the final color palette here that I wanted to show you guys is Split Complementary. So the split complementary colors are a little bit hard and a little bit more dangerous to choose with, just like the triadic colors. So when you're looking at split complementary, what you want to do is you want to choose colors that are related to each other on the color palette, and then the 2 points are right here, and then they go directly across over here to this point. So it's a little bit harder to choose, but it's 3 different points. You got an orange and you got a red. So these points here, and then the orange and the red go directly across over here to the blue. So it's just kind of a little bit of a more intense color. Even though I chose duller, more pastel colors for this palette, I didn't want to overwhelm you guys with colors. So this color here is very similar to the Triadic color palette that we have over here, but it's different in that it's not as loud as that color palette. So if you're looking to do something maybe a little bit more where you have a lighter background with darker colors, the split complementary is a good style for you. So next, let's talk about warm and cool colors. So if you take this right here and you actually split it down right here between the green and the purple here, then you see over here on the right side you have warm colors, which are like the yellow greens to the yellow to the orange to the red purples. And then if you look over here on this side, you have the cooler colors. And these colors are like a blue-green, a light blue, a blue, and then a blue-purple. And basically the main difference between the two here is if you look at these are kind of like the fall/autumn colors, and these are kind of like the summer and spring colors. So that's kind of the main thing that I wanted to show you guys here, and I just kind of made this shape here just to give you 3 different shapes with 3 different colors that are kind of pleasing to the eye. So if you guys learned anything from this video, I want you guys to know that when you're choosing your color palettes, be a little bit more dangerous. You don't have to go with monochrome all of the time. Sometimes you can go with an analogous color palette, which is just stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit more, or you can go with a complementary color palette. Maybe choose 2 colors. Or if you want to be a little more dangerous, try to go with the split complement color palette, which is just like the complementary color palette, but you're choosing 2 colors on the color wheel right next to each other and then 1 color directly across from it. So that's all I got for you guys today. Short and sweet. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. Please comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this video if you want to see more of these graphic design centric videos. And I will see you guys next time. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you again. Bye.